Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Wa salatu ala rasulihi wa ahlil bayti tayyibin tahirin. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. This is part 31 and we're speaking about generosity. Generosity is one of those sublime traits, one of those sublime characteristics of human behavior. With generosity is that you believe there is abundance even if you have very little or you have nothing. But with generosity there is the feeling of want to help, the feeling of want to give, the feeling of want to share. And with generosity it is looked upon by Allah as a very generous, a very excellent characteristic. And Allah loves people who are generous. Allah loves people who gives. You know, so beautifully the dua, even ayat of Quran, Yadullah mabsuta, the hands of Allah. Allah don't have hands, but here the hands of Allah is mabsuta, is open, always giving. Ya basital yadaini bil atiyya, oh the one who's always giving and who's always generous, who's always kind, who don't even think twice, always give. Why? Because of abundance. We are abundance. We come from abundance. You know, so beautifully the Persian saying about Amir al-Mu'mineen, and it says the following: Insan aziyad amad, people, insan, humanity came from abundance. We didn't come from scarcity. We didn't come from no resources. Allah is abundant. So that is within our DNA. We come from abundance. And we need to show it on this dunya. And let us look at a hadith of Imam Salamullah alayhim, where they said, and hadith is from Imam Baqir as it is in Al-Kafi volume 6, where Imam says, a young person who is generous is dearer to Allah, although he might be immersed in sins, than an old person who is stingy. So as we can see, Allah loves, Allah encourages. It's almost like it is an obligation, you know, but not obligation where we have to. It is almost like Allah wants to encourage, admonish, wants to emphasize the fact that be generous, people. Why? Because that's our nature. Let us look at another hadith of Imam Ja'far Sadiq, Salamullah alayhi, which is in Al-Wafi, the book of volume 6, where he says, once a person came to the Holy Prophet and asked, O Prophet of Allah, which person is superior in his faith, in his iman? The Holy Prophet replied, the one whose Yadullah is mabsuta, the one whose hands is open, meaning the one who always give, the one who's always generosity, and that person is superior. So beautifully, Ahlul Bayt salamullah alayhim, our masters salamullah alayhim, they encouraged us to be people who are generous, people. That is a characteristic of being Muslim. Being Muslim, people must know, when they knock at your door, they will never leave there empty-handed, as it was the case of Rasulullah and Ahlul Bayt salamullah alayhim. Let us look again at Imam Ja'far, where he said what the Prophet said salamullah alayhi, and this is in Bihar al-Anwar volume 3, and Holy Prophet says, a generous person is close to Allah and close to the people of heaven, and a person who's stingy, a person who is tight-fisted, person who don't want to spend, don't want to give, don't want to assist, don't want to help, this person is closer to the people of hellfire. May we be of those, inshallah, who are the ones who always, their hands are always open, meaning always giving. Yad mabsuta, the hands that is open, always giving. You have a generous heart. When your friends come, you always give. When somebody who's not even related to you asks for help, asks for something, always give. May we be of those, inshallah, who is generous, and may we adapt and adopt that characteristic in our own DNA. And this is our morning nasiha for today. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.